Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever geography you are in. This is Pranav Guha Thakurta from EDU TV. Today, we are at JM International School, Dwarka, New Delhi, India. And we are thankful to Ms. Saxena, Dr. Amita Saxena, Principal, JM International School, for giving us time to advise students and parents. Ma'am, welcome.
Namaste. Thank you for visiting me today.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, as this is such a dynamic age now, and your class 12 graders must be passing out in 2025 March or April, and there are so many options for them for the life, graduation and beyond. And ma'am, all the technologies, careers are changing so fast. Technologies are getting obsolete next day. And it is said nowadays, because of so many options, if a 12th grader is not confused, then something is wrong. What is your advice to students, parents and teachers on the subject, ma'am? Over to you, ma'am.
Question is very valid. These days, with the fast-changing world and the fast-changing requirements, science advancing, and so are the other subjects advancing. Hence, there are requirements which were not there earlier. There are things that happen these days which did not happen earlier. There are things that have become obsolete. Say, the parents and students both have to become abreast with the requirements. They have to read more. They have to also remember to take the advice from AI and ChatGPT, but to a limit. Not everything that they can decide is going to be the best, I think. Whatever they judge themselves as would be the best. AI can help, ChatGPT can help, like Google used to help a few years back. But now, only relying on ChatGPT and AI would not be the right thing. However, making the best of whatever is available is another thing that this generation, the alpha generation, I would say, has become very imperative. And I think to a limit, it is going to be good. Education, teaching, and learning. Within the school boundaries, the books, both the things can never be replaced. The teachers can never be replaced. They are the ones who will always be guiding with a physical, emotional presence.
And we are sure your advice will help all the parents, teachers and students along with our 15 lakh eyes across 4 continents. Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, I can't resist without asking one more question. Ma'am, like a lot of students, in fact, especially the parents, they are a bit worried about the finances for their kids' educations for higher education after school. Ma'am, does the bank loans help in this student's journey in higher education?
Has two ways to look at it. There are two perspectives about taking a loan and going or proceeding for higher studies abroad. One would be, it may not be advised. And the second would be, it's okay. The first one, I would say, it may not be advised. Why so? Because it creates pressure on the student himself, herself, and also on the family. Because probably they have tried to avail the bank loan on an interest which can become a difficulty for them to pay later on. However, leaving an opportunity because of finances can also be a regret in life for students as well as parents. However, having said that, if your parents and you both decide as student to take a loan and go abroad, you should be sure about yourself. You should have made the decision which you don't regret. And that can be useful in your life later. That's how I look at it.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think you have given both the perspective on loans, taking or not taking. And ma'am, how much, my next and my last question will be, how much these scholarships in universities in India and abroad that encourages students to study in best of the universities?
Recent past, there have been a lot of career advisors who visit schools and who guide the students besides the teachers and the school staff. Now, these career counseling agencies, they bring the details of the different universities, what are the features, which ones to opt for, along with the kind of fee structure they have. Having said that, I think not just the workshops and the information and intimation, what is more important is to know yourself, know the aptitude you possess, and finally getting support from the parents and finances being availed. All these become a complete circle. Unless that is done, taking a call would be difficult for any child. And the other thing that I would like to bring to everyone's notice here is there are timings which are very important. The time by which you can apply, the kind of tests that you can appear in, through which you get scholarships, through which you get selected for a particular course which may be your interest. Those are very important. So somebody in your family or in the school does need to make that effort for you and help you out. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I would appreciate your advice, the timelines for applications and dates, last dates, and maybe I think for SOPs and all other things are very, very important. And there's a testimonial also. The school is taking extra care about the careers of their students. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Pranav. I'm glad that I could share my opinion, and all 15 lakh eyes who are watching your channel can also listen to my opinion. And if they find it useful, I'll be really happy.